Hello, everyone. Hello, classmates. This is Bob Meyer, Week 5, and I'm going to attempt to give you my persuasive speech this week. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This week, I'd like to appeal to the dialysis patients out there. And what I'd like to do is try to persuade them to go from one type of dialysis to another dialysis. Let me give you a little information. Dialysis. Dialysis is basically taking body fluids out of your body, cleaning them, taking the toxins and the waste, and putting the fresh, clean fluids back in your body. Here's one type of dialysis: hemo, blood dialysis. This is done by taking blood out, running it through a machine, cleaning it, and putting the fresh blood back in. So here's a disadvantage that I really feel that it's bad. You're tied down to a chair 3 days a week, 4 hours at a time. You can't do anything else but sit there with that machine while it's cleaning your blood. Let me repeat, 3 days a week, 4 hours at a time. I don't think anybody wants to be tied down too long. So another disadvantage is you have to do it in a clinical environment with a nurse that has to monitor your fluid, your blood pressure, just to make sure that, a lot of times you'll pass out if there's too much fluid taken out of your body. Also, one thing I hate is you're stuck with needles all the time. Needles about the size of the end of this pen. I'm sure nobody likes to be stuck all the time like that. So that's one type. Here's another type: peritoneal dialysis. Peritoneal dialysis is dialysis done through the abdomen. In your abdomen, you have a peritoneum sac. It's a perforated sac that fluids rush across and deliver all the toxins and waste into your sac and discard it that way. Well, through peritoneal dialysis, there's two different ways you can do that. One way is you can deliver fluid through a tube into the sac. It sits there for 4 to 6 hours, gathers or soaks in any of the toxins and waste, and then after the 4 or 6 hours, you drain it again. So this is done every 4 to 6 hours, 8 times a day. So another type is through a machine, a cycler machine is basically what it's called. And you could do that at night. What is done on that way is you can hook up, the machine adds the sugar solution to your body. After about a half an hour to an hour, it pumps it back out. After it's done with that, it pumps it back in again. This is done 10 to 12 hours. So you could do this in the evening while you're sleeping. The machine does all your work. And as far as tossing and turn, nothing happens. Except if a hose kinks or anything like that, machine's going to show that it's no flow, alarm, wakes you up. You fix any of the kinks. If you have any other problems, it has a 24-hour hotline that you talk to a person, not an automated machine, and they'll talk you through step by step if any functions that happen to the machine itself. So that is what I feel is a big, big, big advantage. You're not tied down during the day. You can do whatever you want to. You just hook up at night when you go to bed, and the machine does all the work. So what I'm saying is the big disadvantage is in hemodialysis, you're stuck in a chair, not being able to go do anything 3 days a week, 4 hours at a time in a clinical setting. Where a big advantage of peritoneal dialysis, you can either do it during the day, changing it every 4 to 6 hours, or the main best advantage of it that I feel is doing it on a machine while you're sleeping at night. So hopefully you can take something from that and maybe change your lifestyle a little bit and it might work for you. So thank you very much for your time and your patience through my video, and goodbye.